Small things that reduce my daily parenting stress. Parenting is a beautiful chaos, a nonstop whirlwind of needs, schedules, and emotions. Most parents agree that the small moments, missing socks, spilled milk, sibling fights, pile up and create stress that feels overwhelming. But the truth is that small, intentional changes can dramatically reduce daily stress and make parenting feel more manageable. Research in behavioral science and family routines shows that cumulative micro-adjustments, tiny strategies implemented consistently, can have outsized effects on parental well-being. This isn't about radical overhauls or perfect systems, it's about actionable, realistic shifts that create breathing room in the chaos. Morning prep the night before. Even a 5-minute preparation before bed drastically changes the morning rhythm. Laying out clothes, prepping breakfast ingredients, and organizing school bags the night before reduces the feeling of chaos when energy is lowest. Neuroscience shows that decision fatigue increases stress levels and reduces patience. A small shift of effort to the night before removes early morning friction and helps parents start the day with more clarity and calm. It's not a huge chore, but the payoff in fewer meltdowns, quicker transitions, and more manageable mornings is immediate. Set simple meal plans. Meal planning is one of the biggest sources of daily stress for parents. A simple rotation of 5 to 7 meals reduces the constant "what's for dinner?" anxiety. Behavioral research indicates that predictability lowers cognitive load, freeing mental energy for interactions with children rather than last-minute scrambling. When meals are pre-planned, even if they're basic, it creates structure and reduces reactive stress. The goal is consistency, not culinary perfection, and that alone reduces tension significantly. Use timers for transitions. Transitions from screen time to homework, playtime to bedtime, or snack to dinner are common flashpoints for conflict. Setting a timer provides an objective signal rather than a parental warning. Developmental psychology shows that children respond better to predictable, neutral cues. A timer communicates that the change is non-negotiable without escalating emotions. Parents report that visual or auditory timers reduce arguments and last-minute resistance, transforming transitions from power struggles into smooth, predictable steps in the day. Create a designated drop zone. Entryways, kitchen counters, or a hallway can quickly become cluttered with backpacks, shoes, and random toys. Establishing a single drop zone for essentials prevents daily hunting for lost items and reduces chaos-related stress. Organizational psychology demonstrates that visual clutter increases cortisol and cognitive load, making parents feel more frazzled than necessary. A simple basket, hooks, or tray for daily items provides structure, reduces frustration, and helps the household operate more smoothly. Simplify the morning routine. Mornings are high-pressure, high-emotion times, and complex routines amplify stress. Simplifying rituals to key actions, brush teeth, dress, eat breakfast, pack bag, reduces the chance of conflict. Behavioral studies indicate that predictable sequences reduce resistance and increase compliance in children. A simplified routine frees energy for patience, gentle reminders, and connection rather than constant corrections. The small act of prioritizing essentials over perfection dramatically lowers morning tension. Implement 1-minute rules. Small, immediate tasks often pile up, creating invisible stress. The 1-minute rule, if it takes less than 1 minute to do it immediately, prevents clutter and backlog. Household psychology research shows that even minor uncompleted tasks contribute to stress and perceived chaos. Doing small tasks immediately, throwing away trash, putting a dish in the dishwasher, or tidying a counter keeps the environment more manageable and reduces the mental burden of a long to-do list. Designate quiet time. Even 10 to 15 minutes of quiet time for both parent and child can reset stress levels. Neuroscience indicates that brief, intentional breaks reduce cortisol and improve emotional regulation. Quiet time doesn't have to be alone. Reading together, listening to soft music, or independent play can serve the purpose. When parents and children experience a calm pause, conflicts and emotional escalations later in the day are significantly reduced. These small pockets of quiet create an anchor in otherwise hectic days. Use checklists for repetitive tasks. Routine tasks, packing lunches, preparing homework materials, or organizing activity gear create stress when memory fails or details are forgotten. Checklists reduce cognitive load, prevent last-minute panic, and free mental energy for other parenting responsibilities. Research on executive function shows that externalizing repetitive steps allows the brain to focus on higher-order thinking. A simple written or visual checklist prevents the mental back and forth that often fuels parental frustration and keeps the household running smoothly. Limit overcommitments. Parents often feel pressure to overschedule, volunteer, or manage multiple obligations, and the resulting time crunch increases stress. Time management research shows that overcommitment reduces perceived control and amplifies fatigue. Scaling back commitments, prioritizing essentials, and building in buffer periods creates breathing space in the day. Small reductions in external pressure translate into noticeable improvements in patience, mood, and ability to respond calmly to children's needs. Automate or outsource small tasks. Even minor automations reduce daily stress. Meal delivery kits, subscription services for household supplies, or delegating minor chores can free mental bandwidth. Behavioral economics research emphasizes that reducing friction points, small, repeated stressors, improves overall decision-making and emotional regulation. Automating low-value tasks doesn't reduce parental responsibility, it reallocates energy to tasks that require presence, patience, and connection. Small external supports can make a big difference in perceived daily stress. Celebrate small wins. Focusing only on challenges amplifies stress, while acknowledging small wins creates positive reinforcement loops. Developmental psychology confirms that recognition, both for parents and children, builds motivation and reduces frustration. Noticing that the child put away their shoes, completed homework independently, or that the parent successfully avoided yelling reinforces progress. Simple acknowledgement, even silently or with a quick good job, supports resilience and reduces cumulative stress. Plan for micro breaks. Parents often underestimate the power of short breaks. A few minutes to stretch, hydrate, or breathe can reset stress levels. Neuroscience research indicates that micro breaks reduce sympathetic nervous system activation, lowering tension and increasing patience. Even 5 minutes of stepping away, listening to music, or doing light movement can prevent the buildup of frustration that leads to yelling, irritability, or emotional fatigue. Small, intentional pauses prevent stress from spiraling. Practice self-compassion. Finally, stress reduction is not only about strategy, but also mindset. Parents who acknowledge that perfection is impossible, that mistakes are natural, and that challenges are part of the process experience less chronic stress. Research in mindfulness and self-compassion demonstrates that parents who are kind to themselves maintain higher patience, resilience, and emotional regulation. Recognizing that parenting is demanding and giving oneself grace for missteps is a small psychological shift with a major impact on daily stress. If these strategies feel useful, like this video so more parents can discover practical ways to reduce daily stress. Subscribe for more evidence-based and realistic strategies to make parenting manageable and rewarding. Share in the comments which of these small adjustments you will implement first, because even minor shifts can create big changes in family life.